All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Clannad, episode 13. So much stuff happened
It's
last
crazy!
episode.
It's
Ridiculous
crazy!
amounts of stuff. Some stuff related to Kotami, some stuff related to other things, like Fuko just showing up out of nowhere. You know, to spread some more happiness and everything.
Parallel universes!
Multiverse, baby. Yeah, so this is, just a bit of a reveal, how relevant will it be? Who knows? We don't even know the guy's name yet.
5 episodes from now, none of this will matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope I'm wrong, but but
but at the same time, like how much do you hope you're wrong versus how much do you hope you're right? Because then it's like, okay, high school setting, multiverse.
No, if you're gonna do this stuff, commit.
Yeah.
Have it be
commit
part
to the
of
bit.
the story.
Yeah.
Don't wash it away in whatever time until Kotami's story,
Resolves,
focus is over.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
yeah. It's Yep.
Okay.
But then also Okazaki and Kotami were apparently childhood friends.
Yes.
He's forgotten about it. Okay.
That's another thing.
Yep. So
Which I understand more the idea that it's like, oh, they weren't really necessarily childhood close friends. It's more like they played together 2 or 3 times.
Right.
And then of course you don't remember people that you played with when you were 3 or 4.
Yep.
No, of course not.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe in high school, but maybe me at my age, I don't think about childhood not close friends.
Yeah,
anymore.
and if you run into them again, then maybe you'll remember if it's like, wait, like a smell that, teleports you back into the past, basically.
Sure, maybe,
but,
or if there's a thing of where you didn't actually know their name, but you only recognized their look, then maybe you could have some issue there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. But here we are, and Kotami has completely broken down because of various factors, one of which being her parents are, dead, gone in another universe, something like that. Something happened. But she hasn't been able to handle it too well.
Yeah.
And yeah.
All I'll say is fuck me keeping notes on any of this shit because I'll wait till this arc is over for them to prove that it will stay relevant beyond
it actually matters.
Bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good luck, Clannad. I salute you in every attempt from here on out to get me to buy that it's going to. But Fuko showing up again at least gives me some hope.
Right.
Maybe.
And hey, who knows? Maybe this is the explanation for that room with the robot and the girl and everything.
It did feel like a temporal space of some kind.
Right.
But it very much was obviously focusing on Nagisa.
Right. So yeah.
But, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Long ago.
Maybe in a galaxy far, far away.
なんで言ってくれなかったんだ。学校の図書室に智也くんが来た時、私本当に嬉しかったの。あの時の男の子が戻ってきてくれたんだってすぐ気がついた。智也くん私のこと忘れてるって。
I forget every girl I go on a route with.
友達になってくれて、初めて会った女の子として大切にしてくれてわからなくなったの。思い出してほしいのか。忘れたままでいてほしいのかあの時の私のこと
Okay. So what you were like back then, meaning like you were different?
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, definitely.
Well, right, yeah.
It's just how different,
Right, because she has a very particular demeanor right now, and how much of that is due to her bookish nature versus, because her parents are gone, and she didn't really have anybody to,
Right, yeah, exactly. Garden of Memories. With some words, perhaps?
Yeah. Good film.
科学の言葉で語り得ないからといって奇跡を笑ってはならないこの世界の美しさから目を背けてはならない
Even if it is cruel.
それは私のお父さんの言葉どうして私はことみっていうの
この世界を形作っているのは目に見えないほど小さなたくさんのハープだ
Strings?
ハープは琴とも言う
ことみのこと
世界はハープで満ちていてその一つ一つがそれぞれ異なった音を奏でているんだそうしてあらゆる音が複雑に響き合い
Unique is a
Yes,
put it,
her playing is definitely
だから
unique.
世界はこんなに美しいんだよ。
何でも大げさに話したがるのはお父さんの悪い
to try. Ah, roasted.
ことみちゃんはことみちゃん
Chuni grew up
と
and
ても
had a
綺麗
kid.
な3つのひらがな
Oh,
お父さんとお母さんの大事な宝
never
物
showing their faces.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, you. Oh, I actually really like this. Like the way this is composed.
どうして
Yeah.
ここにい
Looks
る
really
の
cool.
遊んでたら迷い込んじゃった君は誰
Trying to catch a butterfly.
Yeah.
ひらがな3つでことみ呼ぶときはことみちゃんあらあら可愛いお客さんね岡崎智也という男の子は
Had you ever seen him before at
ち
school?
ょっとだけ違う
Perhaps.
みたいだった
Hmm.
ぬい
Mm.
ぐるみ
お誕生日にはクマさんのぬいぐるみが欲しい
そうか。よし、とびきり可愛いクマさんを探してあげるからね。
お仕事
急に決まった出張でね。
Very
お父さんもお母
suddenly.
さんも
Yeah.
どうしても行かなくちゃならないんだ。
お約束したのにお誕生日にはお母
Jeez.
さんもお母さんも
Yeah.
一緒にいてくれるって智也くんも来てくれるのにお友達も連れてきてくれるのにお父さんとお母さんの嘘つき
Yeah, you're not even my parents. Your hair colors don't match mine.
途中でクマさんを探してあげるわとびっきり大きなクマさん送ってあげるから
Wow.
Yeah.
Those
Uh-huh.
cold-hearted bastards.
Yep.
Let that ring
don't
throughout
even-
the multiverse.
Yeah. We don't even know if someone was left behind to like
家政婦さんも
watch over her.
Oh, okay, the housemaid was left, but
そ
still.
して智也くんも姿を見せなかった
Because he wasn't from your world.
中に入れてくれるかな。
その人は説明してくれたお父さんとお母さんの乗った飛行機が壊れて遠くの海に落ちてしまったとっても大事な論文も一緒に海に沈んでしまったお父さんの書斎に控えがあるかもしれないそれは世界中の人にとってとても大事なものだからどうしても
So
見
he's
つけな
the
くては
source of the
なら
bad
ない
news, thus he's the bad
Right.
guy, yeah.
この人は
Oh
きっ
god.
と悪者なんだ
Mm-hmm.
お父さんの大事なものを取っていこうとしてるんだこれからは本当いい子にしますもう決してわがままは言いませんお勉強もたくさんしますご本もたくさん読んで立派な人になりますだから神
The
様お
birthday
願
food
いで
is
す
still out
お
there.
父さんとお母さん
Yeah.
を返してください
Oh.
返してください世界の人たちなんて私にはどうでもよかった私が欲しいのは
Mm-hmm.
お父さんとお母さんだけだった。
Okay. Thought we were about to start a house fire there for a second.
Well, there was a house fire shown in the previous episode.
岡崎くん、一ノ瀬さんに海外留学の話があるのは知ってる？
留学
Mm.
成績の優秀な学生がアメリカの大学で勉強でき
Damn,
る
in
そう
high
なの。
school too.
Yep.
この前まで一ノ瀬さんは乗り気じゃなかったの。でも今朝話を進めてくださいって電
Yep.
話で。
俺、
Mm.
もう一度琴美の家に行ってくる。
それなら私も一緒に。
お前はちゃんと授業に出ろ。
Mm.
今日や藤林には事情を説明しておいてくれ。
岡崎さん。
Now, this could be an aspect of the route, but the idea also that he somehow potentially stumbles upon this place by like traversing like planes or what have you. It's possible. That's why it's only him showing up.
That would be crazy.
See, it looks different now.
きょうちゃんとりょうちゃんも同じことを言ってました。自分たちにできることをしようって。
何をするつもりなんだ？
それは秘密です。
Oh
ヒント。
誕
no!
生日って。
Oh, that's not even a hint. That's just the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
琴美の誕生日って土曜日だよ。
Will she be gone by then?
今日が火曜日ですからあと4日です。
Will she have friends
今
that
日たち
show
に
up this
伝えて
time?
くれ。
Uh-huh.
お互いに頑張ろうって。
Oh.
He's a
Like
good
how he's
kid.
now in work clothes, you know, specifically to. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that she's not even there.
そうか、ここは花壇だったんだ。
Oh, he's gonna plant flowers here. Okay.
少しはマシになったけど、こんなペースじゃ間に合わないな。これもなんとかしないとな。
All right, he's got some seeds.
やっぱり道具を揃えないとダメか。
Oh,
No.
this is such a side quest, like little
Oh, totally.
thing. Like,
But in the best way.
岡崎さん？
いや、
hey, recruits.
いや
なんでこんなところうろついてんのよ。
買い物だよ。
意外とお金持ちなのね。
Ah,
いつか家を出ようと思ってバイトの金を貯めてたんだよ。そっちは何してんだ？
Yeah, just, a little offhand comment.
yeah. What?
プレゼントするつもりだったのよ。
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
バイオリンを置いていった先輩に連絡して正式に譲っていただけることになったんです。仁科さんに相談したら一度ちゃんと調整した方がいいと言われたので
Might sound better this way, though.
言っとくけど悪いのは 100% あのバイクのやつだからね。せめて手元に鉄パイプがあったらバイクのこともポンポンしてやったのに。
楽器屋に行ってみよ
Yeah, we've got a limited amount of time. Let's go.
ここまで壊れたら修理するより買った方が
Yeah,
安いですよ。
I was afraid of that.
人が困ってるのにつけ込んで新しいの売りつける気？
う。待て待て今日。
Wow, yeah, straight for the kill there.
Uh-huh.
じゃあ結局引き受けてもらえません
Yeah,
でした
because of course not. There's nothing you can do with that.
こっちの足元見てるのよ。琴美にはこのバイオリンでなくちゃダメなの。
Why?
他のお店を当たってみましょう。だって
Another
諦
one.
めることなんてできませんから。
Go and travel somewhere far away just
そこ
to.
までおっしゃるのならでも仮に修理できたとしても
Yeah.
土曜までというのは無理ですよ。
どれくらいかかりますか？
さあちょっと見当がつきませんね。
Go to a parallel universe.
半年かかるか。
Have them repair it.
Right.
2日に負けて。
もうって
それと直せたとしても昔の音に戻る保証はありませんよ。
預かってもらっただけでもよかったってもんだ。
There's not
Yeah.
enough friendship power in the world to change this reality.
そんな心配しなくていいわよ。いざとなったらカンパでも募るから。
お前がやるとカンパじゃなくて恐喝になりそうだな。
この間まであんなに楽しかったのに、なんでこううまくいかないのかしらね。琴美いるんでしょ？出てきなさい。琴美。お姉ちゃん、あんまり無理に呼びかけない方が。
そうだ、近所迷惑だしな。
What is this?
岡崎さん、私たちもお手
Yes,
伝いしていっていいですか？
ありがたいけどもう遅いだろう。帰りが遅くなると家の人が心配するぞ。道具を整理したら俺も帰るよ。
おやすみなさい、岡崎さん。おやすみなさい。
さてと、やっぱり
Well, that was a
少し
fucking
や
lie.
ってみるか。
岡崎さん。
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
戻ってきちゃいました。渚の言った通り、やっぱりまだやってたわね。
Mm-hmm.
私たちにもお手伝いさせてください。お願いします。
それじ
Baka.
ゃあと30分だけな。
You can do a lot in 30 minutes with 4 people.
Oh, yeah.
そうだ。不安があることなんてない。俺は一人じゃないんだから。
That's right.
あれ？
どうした？
Yeah.
ちょっとだけカーテンが揺れたような。
さあ、続けようぜ。
Okay.
No.
Okay. Go. Dango. 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 Daikazoku. Oh, this is a sweet
Alright.
episode.
Yep.
This is very painful, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we got the full picture really as to what's going on with Kotomi.
Mhm.
Her parents ended up basically having a breakthrough around her birthday,
Right.
abandoned her effectively at that point,
Yep.
And while she did have, you know, a housemaid there, that was a nice little subtle detail to make them not seem like monsters or anything. But it's still something where, from the child's perspective, from Kotomi's perspective, she was abandoned and
Right.
and she's been traumatized.
Physical
ever
needs
since.
satisfied, emotional needs completely spurned.
Yeah. And now we have a situation where we can insert Tomoya, or Okazaki, into the situation where, with the house fire, he probably saved her from that.
Probably.
That's
Yeah.
why he has a little bit of a memory of it.
Right.
It's a thing where this house is one that he spent maybe a lot of time actually coming and visiting at, because he remembers the parents relatively well.
He remembers
in
the
addition to
parents,
that.
and he has motivation to not be at his actual house, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, the
So
idea...
there's multiple... Yeah, exactly.
there's multiple angles of potential similarities in their situation.
Yeah.
And, parents that don't address the emotional needs and things like that, and they aren't really here. Yeah, I wonder why,
Yeah,
you know,
it's something
this
that's
affects him so much.
It's something that's really easy, I would say, to kind of let fall into the back of your mind, is basically what's going on with Okazaki's situation, and the one that still exists, you know, in the current present high school situation, is that he doesn't really want to go home.
Nope.
And thus him hunting a butterfly in their yard
Right.
totally makes sense.
Yep.
Something where, no, he's not being watched by anybody, and then the parents immediately go, oh, cool, we have an exciting guest.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That doesn't necessarily mean that they know nothing about this boy. They might have inferred maybe a little bit more. Maybe his not the only time he's been around here.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of things that could be inferred, but the idea that he was there at a moment when she really needed someone, at the very least, possibly when the fire started from her burning the letter.
Yep.
So, that's that. He then forgets her, probably because he had a lot of things in his childhood that he wanted to forget in general, so he just moves on.
Right. Yep.
He didn't have an extremely powerful emotional connection to her, because his situation wasn't one where he could probably see what was going on with her.
Exactly.
And thus, she attaches to him in that past time way more than he attached to her. And then he maybe feels a little bit of, like, this emotional, like, need to kind of pay restitution for that, and that he could have been there for her more. So he's now in her yard right now doing all this stuff to try and make her feel better. And it's nice. It's not something that has some direct, you know, she didn't directly request this or even infer that she would like this, but this is just a little thing that he can do.
Right. But one of the, like, I love how this show takes the visual novel aspects of it and gives very specific reasons for why we can totally understand that our main character feels so compelled to get so involved and be so helpful in these girls' lives. Even the thing that he does of cleaning up the yard, right?
Right.
He sees it's overgrown, it's a mess and everything.
Yeah.
What have we seen of his house? That it's a mess.
Right.
Because you know,
meaning the yard, yeah.
Oh no, right. Yeah, not the yard. Yeah, we don't even know if he necessarily has a yard. But and so him cleaning it up, right?
Sure.
I could totally like yes, he does it because he thinks it will help her, and I can imagine it probably will. But at the same time, it's the thing that he maybe knows would help him too, right?
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like,
yeah,
you know, it's just a nice little parallel. Doesn't need to be
cool.
like a big motivating reason for it or anything like that, but just an extra way to showcase that this specific act is, there's a reason why he's choosing to do this, right?
Yeah,
why it's so important that he does it.
Well, it's also, it's characterization for him to see that he would rather do this here than do it at his own place, probably because he rightly, I would say, puts a little bit of responsibility in that situation for his dad, and being like, well, hey, she doesn't have anybody.
Right.
We have each other, but you won't even do that. Well, then, you don't deserve my help.
Nope. Exactly.
So here we go. We're in this situation. The girls are helping him. It's lovely. It's adorable. It's sweet. These are all memories that they're going to share.
Oh, yeah.
He'll build their relationships in general as well, which is really good, because we can tell that there is potentially already a slight, universal crush towards Okazaki from a lot of the main characters, even if it's not necessarily an explicit hard crush. It's more just that some of them really like him for specific, reasons. And yet, we might have had teased the bear.
Yeah. Wasn't that fun?
The bear doll.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, wait a minute.
And if they ended up crashing and like, but they didn't die, they got potentially sent to another world or whatever, then, and this bear was something that like had to be built by the girl in the room.
Right.
But like, why, like, yeah, the bear as a visual thing, like, and just like, you don't really understand necessarily what it is or why it is or what this whole place is. That was the biggest motivating factor, actually, in me finishing the series. Not just because people raved about it so much and like, oh, it's so good and After Story's so good and all this stuff.
Okay.
It was because I was like, I have to
understand
the bear,
that
right? Because
thing.
it's so evocative to me.
Yeah, and then maybe it wasn't Nagisa. I guess I'll have to go back and watch the scenes.
Like, yeah. How literally are we supposed to take it, right?
Well, I mean, sure, but I mean, the girl's design is a specific design, so we'll have to go
exactly.
Look at it a little bit closer
and mechanically, the show has said there are multiple universes, and we think that the parents might have gotten lost in one of them. So, and if they were going to get a bear and there's a bear there, then it, yeah.
Or even if it's not even that they got lost, say they die in a plane crash after making contact with the other side or something like that.
Right.
Then it's the idea of, oh, if we know that it exists, then the only way we could have done that is if we actually contacted it or there was some math that brought things out to that conclusion. Then from that perspective, then the other them in the parallel universe could theoretically then be aware of them as well. So it creates some cool shenanigans.
Crazy stuff could happen, and who knows how much the show will actually decide to do with it, right?
I think the best ending we can get here to where we have a like very Foucault-esque ending is she traverses to the other side, gets to be with her parents again.
Gotcha.
And it's okay, cool. She gets to kind of have a family. And then, of course, then she's removed from the story. And, yeah. Or we have something that I would love even more, probably, which is, the past is the past. It really sucks. But we've got people around, then you can go Power of Friendship ending where everything is just,
Right. She has the birthday with the cleaned yard and the violin and, and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Because the other thing that I want to bring up, because we've talked about this a bit, but it isn't necessarily like parallel universes with like other people where it's the same. It's just that there's another place, space, all that stuff. But yeah, the parallel universes with other people.
It's a very arbitrary thing. It doesn't really matter until the story decides to have some
make it relevant and
be relevant.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's at best, I would say it's world building.
Sure. Yeah.
But it might have actually zero relevance really on
like the plot as a whole.
The plot specifically for Kotomi.
Right.
Is that it's just a thing of that was the reason why her parents left, but other than that, it won't have any actual relevance there.
Well, in some ways, if it doesn't have relevance, that makes it poetic in a fashion, because the adults are like, oh, this is so important, right? And something like, say, there being other universes out there, it's like, and they're discovering that, it's like, oh shit, yeah.
That is a really big deal.
That is a really big deal. It's the kind of thing where I could absolutely understand the parents thinking that it's like, okay, it's just the one birthday, we'll make it up to her, it'll be okay, right? Something like that, right? And it's like, well, but to Kotomi, it doesn't matter if there was alternate universes or whatever, or, anything like that. It's just, no,
the act of
you
her
abandoned me on my birthday.
Yeah, the act of her burning the paper was really, really powerful emotionally.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, of course, her searching for her parents when the phone is ringing because she hasn't fully clued into, like, she hasn't adjusted to the fact that they're gone, Yeah.
But okay. Okay, so we're going to have a birthday. Hopefully we can have some happiness. And I think I'll be saying that a lot in this story, just in general.
You catch on quick.
Yeah. But, I mean, a lot of ways, this is a really, really sweet, simple episode. And, fuck that biker. Come on, man.
Yeah, fuck that biker.
Yeah.
And props to the instrument person that's, like, going to try and fix that violin, because I feel like that's the kind of thing that should be, like, just straight up impossible. Like, how do you do that?
Well, to be fair, instruments of that variety break a lot. Like, they're very easy to break, especially when you have them being ones where you're putting pressure on them to sit here, and then you're holding this part here. You can end up end up just doing a little bit too much pressure on the neck of the violin.
Right.
And that's a very thin part of the instrument. So
Sure.
I could absolutely see it being a thing that would break, and people would be very much adept in certain circles of, okay, with this glue, with this kind of wood finish, with all this stuff, because it doesn't actually interact with the hollow part of the violin, it's actually very easy to repair.
Oh, gotcha.
In terms of...
Whereas if it was the hollow part, then it's just, no, there's...
Yeah, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
So at that point, I think it's the thing of where, oh, no, this is expensive because it's going to take a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of the actual act itself of fixing it, it's just that it takes a lot of time before it's playable again.
Sure.
So,
but, yeah, as
time
in
is not
general...
something they're made of, though.
Time is not something they're made of, but...
Especially if she's taking the trip to the US.
Yep. But with regards to time in this episode, I really like that not a whole lot happened, right? It was basically something where we were able to have those sort of atmospheric scenes where it's just...
It was a breather.
It was a breather. We see the girls come back and help Okazaki, right? It could have totally been something where it's just... you know what? Sure, he accepts the help the first time. No, he's like, oh, he deflects. I'll just, get the tool set up and then I'll leave. But
of course he says,
doesn't, right?
Nah, he's lying. He's gonna be.
He's
gonna
totally
be
working back there,
yeah.
right? So then they come and help him, and of course, right?
Of
because
course.
you're not alone, Okazaki, and hey, Kotomi, you're not either.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, back when you were a kid, right? Your parents might be gone, but they're here.
And that's basically the episode. I mean, it was really sweet. There were a lot of cute little moments where Nagisa and Okazaki kind of give each other little looks and stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, okay, cool. Little memories they're sharing together. This will be sweet.
Oh yeah.
But all right, yeah, cool. Kyo was on fire in terms of like.
You trying to just get us to buy a product?
Yeah. Exactly.
Taking advantage of our state that we're in right now.
To try to force a sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sir, ma'am, I just work here. I'm 14,
Yeah, it's like, Kyo, they're getting paid either way. Like, it's... like, it is what it is, know? But, I almost, want to look back at the biker to see if it was, because this show will do this thing every once in a while where it'll be like, all the characters in this world, exist in the... there's no, true non-side characters.
Right, like even the random electrician, is like, oh yeah, they end up being the person that is getting married to Fuko's sister. Watch.
Right,
well,
exactly.
In a way, it's kind of ironic that Kyo is the one that's so pissed at the biker because she regularly
does this exact
same thing to Tomoya, and she doesn't apologize for it ever.
Yeah. I can't tell anything about who the biker would be, but
probably
it's a very
just
specific
random
salmon-colored shirt. So
salmon. It's obviously salmon.
Wait, actually, doesn't Mr. Furukawa have a salmon-colored shirt generally?
Oh, if you think that Papa Furukawa would almost run over his daughter and then just make it a hit and run and just be like, yep, nope, I won't tell my wife. She never has to know.
No. I'm just listing characters in my mind that have... I think a salmon-colored shirt.
This man broke into Akio's house.
Because everyone only has one outfit,
shirt.
Jacob.
No, they have.
Sorry, outside of school
outfits.
School outfits don't count. That's
right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, exactly.
Tomoyo has the bear.
Tomoyo.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. There's Tomoya, but then there's Tomoyo. Right, Sakagami. Right, she's got the bear outfit.
That's not an outfit. That's a costume.
That is an outfit. That is absolutely an outfit.
I guess it fits outside her body, so therefore it is an outfit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but all right. Yeah. Let's see where this goes. And I don't think I was right at all with my plane and theory thing or what have you.
Nope, it's just directing to make it feel a bit trippy and going down memory lane for Tomoya. Yeah.
But all right. Oh, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all of this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.